It's 1040 AM KGDR 106.9 FM. I am Autumn Cannon. So glad to be here with you on this great day. Now listen, y'all are so supportive of our New Music Mondays, and we are so excited about all of the artists who actually come through and talk with us. But this day we have a special treat for you. As you can see him, if those of you who are tuning in, they're in social media land, see him staring here at us, but in radio land we have the let's see, Reverend Dr. Bishop Donald GodBolt. Do you have a title there, sir?
Man, I am BROTHER. So
wow. We just love your music here on this station.
Oh, wow.
And wherever you guys may be getting it out there on, is it on all digital media outlets?
It is on all digital outlets. Spotify, what is it? CD Baby, iTunes, yeah, everywhere you can, it's everywhere.
So all we have to do is type in your name.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we type in your name on the digital media outlets, what all are we going to see? Are we just going to see your single, or we're going to see lots of music? What will we see?
So believe it or not, you will be able to see everything that we have done. A lot of people who was just not finding out about us, thinking that this is our first single that's out. So a lot of people's like, wow, why don't you have any more music out? And for some reason, for me, I really don't brag about just having stuff out there. So I just said, Google me. Now be careful what you read now, but Google me.
But you've been doing music for a long time, though. This isn't new for you.
This is not new to me. This is not new to me at all. I have been, first of all, my father was a pastor. And I say was, past tense, he's deceased. Was New Hope Church of God in Christ, culture bred, culture fed. Can't join in, but you gotta be born in. So, raised in church. Me and my sisters. My dad was one of the ones who was blessed to have kids that actually played for him, so he didn't have to go out and find musicians. So, which means we was in church 9 days out the week when there was only 7. So,
wow.
right. So you're still trying to figure out where those other 2 days coming from, right?
Right.
We still trying to figure out where those 2 days came from. So, but after that, I told my family that there was a certain point of time when I left home. I said I wasn't going to church anymore. School. When I went to school, I wasn't going to church anymore. And everybody thought I was playing. So they found out quickly when the first Thursday night, college night, I went to a club and I didn't look back. So I went from gospel music to, I was intrigued, like I was telling you earlier, by DJing. But I didn't want to tell people when I was in the club or my other life, what I call my other life, that I was heavy in church and music. It was like I wanted to leave that side of me behind me because I was tired. I was burnt out. But I wanted a new challenge. But I still love music. So I got into DJing. And one thing I love to hear people say is that
You there?
There we go.
There we go. Your phone raggedy.
You know what? I got Apple product. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. You're in the right family. Okay. So we can pick up where we left off there. Okay. I don't know what you were saying. You know what you were saying?
I do.
Okay,
so I was in the club, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I really started DJing, and I got into it that way, and I picked up radio broadcast journalism. And a lot of people don't know that I was in radio for a while. On the secular side, I was a Clear Channel before it became iHeart. Then I was a program director for Clear Channel. So I came back to gospel. Thank you, Jesus. And
so this is your last stop, right?
This is my last stop. My
Okay.
last stop. I peaked for a little bit, but yeah, my last stop. But I stayed in radio, even on the gospel music side. So the business I've always known, but when I started doing gospel music, as far as recording, it's like, how people like to let you know everything that they've done.
Yeah.
I've always been the opposite. If you find out about me, you find out. If you don't, you don't. So it's like I came in kind of playing dumb, but I've always known the business. Huh? I'm ready.
There you go. So, and I recently just found out that I think we're cousins with us both being from Mississippi. I'm saying because Mississippi, we're all cousins.
Mississippi fam.
That means that you're good people. So you went from Mississippi to Texas.
I went from Mississippi to Louisiana. And I left Louisiana to Texas.
Why? Why the transitions?
So after my parents passed, I stayed around Mississippi because I still wanted to be close to them. Mm-hmm. So once both my parents transitioned, I just felt the release. Even though I still had my music ministry, spiritual gifts, I wanted to just leave, but I still wanted to stay close to them a little bit. Plus my sisters still stayed in Mississippi. So I wanted to get out of Mississippi, but just not too far. So I moved just right across the border to Louisiana, and I was in Slidell. So I stayed there for about 7 years, and God did some great things there. I kept the ministry. I'm still based out of Mississippi, but I added on with members in Louisiana. So, we will rehearse sometimes in Biloxi. Then we'll rehearse, some members will drive 2 hours and drive over to Slidell. So I've been blessed over the years to have people that has believed in the ministry that God has given me. And I tell people all this all the time. If you really have something that's ordained by God, you will not have to worry about lack. You won't have to worry about, especially when it comes to music ministry. If your music ministry is truly ordained by God, when I tell you, for every alto that left, another alto was in the seat the next week. And it wasn't even about recruiting, because I never recruited. If for every soprano that left, I had another soprano the following week. And for every tenor, I had another tenor. For every musician, God to God has just blessed SG not to lack in those areas. I hear stories of other, ministries.
Because it's so hard to find good musicians. It's so hard to find good sopranos. It's really hard to find that. So that's good that God has blessed your ministry, and we are so excited about supporting it here. So talk about the process for putting together your single and who all is involved.
So with this single here, He's Here. Now that I'm in Texas, I have my Texas crew. With the lead vocalist. The lead vocalist is from Killeen, Texas. Her name is Shay Porter. And I could have gotten I had a couple of named artists that I had lined up to actually, I recorded one artist. And God said no.
Oh, no.
And I told her that I can't use her. And when God told me to use Shay Porter, she's from Killeen. And a lot of people don't understand, you have a lot of great talent right where you're at. And it's all about hearing God and trusting what God give you. Yes, you want record sales, you want this, and sometimes having the big names is good, but sometimes just having who God send you is good. So I got my Texas crew, got my Chicago crew, my band from the Chi.
Come on. Now, you know, people from Chicago can play.
Man, when I tell you, man, my boy Mike Cummins, my MD, Mike Cummins, shout out to Mike when he listening. Man, when I tell you, Mike, I don't have to worry about nothing.
Wow.
When I say this is a God-sent band, when I say all of us are like family.
Yeah.
Mike and I have been cool for over 10 years. And I've always wanted him to play for me, but it was just like the time was just never right.
Yeah.
And but God just brought everything together. When I tell you, they will jump on the plane, we'll jump in the car, and like they're here. They're here.
Yeah. So how does that process work? I mean, do you all write music together? Are you writing the music?
So I write the music. So now let's clarify. He's Here was written by Edric Hodges.
Okay.
He's Here was written by Edric Hodges out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I love the song. He let me have it. And but normally the process, I write the music. The other two songs I got out, Situations, Been There. I wrote those. I got another song, I Really Love the Lord, that's public domain. But when it comes to the music side, even though I'm a musician, I cannot, for some reason, I can't produce for myself. I will give them the rough draft, and I let them have it. I say, y'all,
that's normal.
Put y'all stank on it. Do y'all
stank on it? Yeah, that's pretty normal. Yeah. Who is it that you inspired to work with? Like you're saying, hey, that day I would love to work with blah blah blah.
Honestly, I would love to work with John P. Key.
Oh wow.
I would love so, and I'm gonna say this. I've always wanted to work with Fred, but I wanted to work with Fred the 2000 up to 2007 Fred.
The Pages of Life Fred?
Pages of Life Fred.
That's so good. And you know he's working on the anniversary. So
yes. Now, I mean, you know, I do understand that artists go through transitions and go through metamorphosis of writing, but it's something, even like Kirk. I tell people, whoever like Kirk today, that's great. Give me the family, Kirk.
The family. Yes.
Give me the family. And give me the family, give me maybe the first God's property.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
After that, y'all can have Kirk.
You have Kirk.
Give me. But yeah,
I got you. And you know, and it's so funny because that is the case with, you know, all music, all artists, you know, times change, people change, your crew changes, the spirit within changes.
Right.
So are you prepared for that, to know that you start off with this way, this sound, but in the next few years, that's possibly going to change?
Do you know, I never want to lose the heart of God.
Okay.
Let me put it to you like that. I never want to lose the heart of God. I never want to lose the ear of God.
Okay.
I feel like I always want to be open to the ear and the sound of God. As long as I have the sound of God, I will always be relevant. And I feel like I got to do industry.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
So even if you have to fade away from industry for a while, I still think, and I think some people want stardom can, it's something, and you don't want to lose that status.
Right.
But I don't want to lose the presence of God. Moses said, God told Moses that you can have the promised land, but I won't be with you. And Moses said, if you're not with me, then I don't want it. And I'm paraphrasing. Yes, everybody wants to obtain success. I want to obtain success. But if that means doing it without God, I don't want it.
Oh, wow. That is
I've done it.
Amazing.
I've done it this long, and yes, it can get frustrating in this industry. You know, we just talked a few minutes ago. I'm from Mississippi, and stations looked over us. Yes, it gets frustrating.
Yeah.
But I refuse to sell out. I refuse to.
And you're gonna need that. You're really gonna need that. And sometimes as you go through, to be reminded to just keep the heart of God. That's just what it's all about. So I'm excited, and you understand the recipe. So I think that since you have the recipe for being an amazing artist, choir, pastor, come on now. You said no. So I think that you will be great at it. So we just love your music here, and we're going to keep it going here on 1040 AM and 106.9.
Thank you. Thank you.
We are so glad that you have taken the time to stop by little old us and talk to us. So go ahead and tell them one more time where they can find all of your music. Well, we know all digital media platforms, but where can we find you on social media if we want to follow you?
You can find me on social media, Donald GodBolt, DonaldGodbolt. That's on Facebook. I got 2 Facebook accounts. So add me on both. I'm on TikTok, finally. Pray for me. I'm still trying to get, TikTok, you can do either Gospel Maestro, GospelMystro, or you can do Donald GodBolt again, DonaldGodbolt. Or you can look at Instagram. I am on Instagram, DonaldGodbolt, or Gospel Maestro. And you spell Maestro, M-Y as in yo-yo, S-T-R-O. Also, I am starting, hey Natalie, starting this new one. It's called Artist Card, ARTIST card, CARD. Artist, look that up. It is a good, man, it's good. I'm an Artist Card. So plus you can look us up on Facebook, Donald GodBolt and Spiritual Gifts.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so very much. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. There's so much to talk to you about.
Definitely.
Yeah, so we definitely want to invite you to come back at some point in the future. So that's good. We welcome you.
I'm coming.
I'm going to go ahead. For those of you who are in social media land, you won't hear the song right now. So I challenge you to go ahead and find it on digital platforms. But if you are listening here to our radio station here at 1040 AM KGDR 106.9 FM, we are going to play the song. So I want you to introduce it.
We are going to connect. We got to connect. We've got to connect first.
Yes, we are definitely going to do that. So go ahead and introduce your song, and then we can do that.
You all, the Bible says, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Guess what? This song you're getting ready to hear is called He's Here. Where there's 2 or 3 present, God will be in the midst. So guess what? When you hear this song, just know God is right there with you. Let this song take you from glory to glory, faith to faith, to height to height. And guess what? Make sure you got some shouting shoes on, because it's going to take you to that place. He's Here featuring Donald GodBolt and Spiritual Gifts and Shay Porter. God bless you.
Thank you.